welcome to a new video. We are currently on our way into Salisbury to go and have a little bit of a mooch about. James has actually been test driving a car, which we're in at the moment. He is considering potentially getting an electric car. So he's been testing it out. He's done like a 24-hour test drive, and we need to drive it all the way back to Salisbury to go and drop it back off again. So we thought, whilst we're here, we may as well not waste a nice bank holiday, because it's currently bank holiday Monday today. Sorry, I've got a really itchy nose. And make the most of popping into Salisbury. So we're going to go and grab a coffee, or in my case, probably a tea. Have a little mooch around. We've got Jasper in the back, but you can't even see him. He's hidden away. And I'm going to see what I can find. There's a few nice shops in, I was going to say in Primark. There's a few nice shops in Salisbury, such as Primark. And I have been looking at some of their like new in autumn range, and I am desperate to get my hands onto some of it. So if I can take you along with me, I absolutely will. It's a nice, beautiful day, but I will say, when you're watching this, it will be the 1st of September, so happy September. We are officially in the Burr months, and I could not be more excited about it. My time of year has officially arrived, and I am here for it, 100%. Anyway, I'm not going to ramble too much because I think my camera is really shaky and I don't know how good the sound quality is going to be, but we will pop into Salisbury, so hopefully you enjoy spending the day with me. I've spotted in the garden centre. Hello, Scruffy. I'm getting a few more bits for the planters. I will show you when we get home. But they have some really, really good offers, like bank holiday offers, so that's why I grabbed those. And look at these autumn displays. They are so cute. Look at these little scarecrows, or scare ladies they look like. So sweet. I love this mushroom. Looks like a light up one as well. And we are home. It seems very dark in here. To be honest, it is quite dark in here, so hopefully the light adjusts. We had a very nice few hours. Jasper came home with a new toy, which I can currently hear crinkling and squeaking in the living room, so he's happy. And I decided to get a few bits from the garden centre actually, because we emptied out the 2 planters that are in the front garden. The first one was the one that I had the wildflower seed balls in, and maybe it was just that specific one that I had, but I'm not a fan of it. It just looks like a load of weeds. Yeah, and it's right at the front of the house. Like, if you walk down the pavement past the house, it's the first thing that you see. So yeah, we took those out. And then the other one, I think I'd just put some annuals in and they'd just died, and I don't think they were going to come back. So that was that, wasn't it, Jasper? That was that. Popped to the garden centre on the way back from Salisbury, and they had some really good offers because of the bank holiday. I think I showed you. So first things first, I got some of these cyclamen, is that what they're called? Yeah. They're £2.99, but they were 5 for £10, which I thought was amazing. So I got some of these. I think I got 3 of these lovely white ones. And then I also got, excuse me, you can go in the sink. And then I got 2 of these really, really beautiful, like 2-tone pink ones. How big are they going to grow? I'm not really sure, but I'm just going to dot them around, and I think it will just fill a nice bit of space. And then I also spotted they had some 1.5 litre size dahlias, which were reduced to only £2.99. I mean, they do need a little bit of love, but they will be perfectly fine. Like, there's loads of new growth coming out. The flowers are looking happy. I'm basically going to snip all of these flowers off and just get it back to health and just pull off some of these dead leaves. But yeah, £2.99. So I got a white one and I also got a pink one which didn't have any flowers on, but again, I think I can revive it, it will be fine. So I am going to go and plant those in the front garden and just, I think I wanted to get these as well because the cyclamen especially, these will last all autumn. Sometimes, depending on how sheltered they are, I mean, they're not going to be that sheltered, but if they're particularly sheltered, they could even last till Christmas. So I wanted to kind of get that nice autumn colour. And then obviously, as we know, dahlias last, gosh, they can last until November as well. So they will go out in the front garden. I've got my truck, I've got my secateurs, and I'm going to go and crack on whilst it's not raining. We are all done, and we have 2 brand new planters. So obviously they'll grow and fill the space, especially the dahlias. They will hopefully have plenty more growth left in them. So this is the pink one, and then I've got a pink and a white one in here. I kind of wish I'd done white and then pink to keep the pattern, but that's just me being very specific. And then we've got 4 over in here. So the white dahlia, which now that I've cut off the dead bits is actually looking very healthy, and then 3 more in there. So everything is looking very happy. Look at this one as well, look how much it's grown, and it's doing exactly what I wanted it to, and trailing down the side of the pot as well to cover up this drain. So it's looking fabulous. Dahlia here is looking happy, everything over there is looking happy. So all in all, very successful. This is what we're dealing with right now. This is what we're dealing with. It's actually Ronnie's toy. It's not even his, which is probably why he likes it so much. Are we going to let Mummy have a chat with everybody, or are we just going to be the star of the show? Oh my gosh. So first things first, whilst we are holed up in the study, I thought we could have a little bit of a Jasper update. Do you fancy that? He has a bit of a thing about eating my earrings when I have earrings in. That seems to be one of his favourite things. Giving Mummy foot washes and eating her earrings. But no, he is doing absolutely splendidly. Can't get my words out, splendidly. He's teething, in case you couldn't tell. All in all, he is just, oh, he's just an absolute angel. He's really, really great. We've had Ronnie over so he left today and he came on Thursday night. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So nearly 5 days he was here. I was obviously a little bit nervous just because I was thinking, oh, are they going to get along? Is it going to be okay? Because as much as Ronnie is such a chilled out dog, hand in hand with that, like, he's not the most playful of dogs, and with Jasper being a little puppy, I wasn't sure kind of how Ronnie was going to react to that and whether Jasper was basically just going to drive him insane. That's my camera battery charging. Is it okay if we don't eat that? No, they were absolutely fine. Every day that they spent together got better and better and better, to the point where they were almost like lying right next to each other on the bed this morning. Ronnie was so patient with him. Jasper was also kind of very respectful of Ronnie's boundaries. So if he was really desperate to play with Ronnie, and Ronnie kind of turned around and was like, you know, like told him off a little bit and said, look, I don't want to play with you right now, Jasper would basically just roll onto his back with his legs in the air and be like, I surrender, I'm sorry. I just wanted to play. So he was very good. Jasper was very like aware of the fact that maybe Ronnie didn't want to play as much as Jasper wanted to play. And the squeaking starts again. Anyway, my reason for being in here, I have a big, and when I say big, I mean this is half of it. I have a big old pile of books that I need to put away on my bookshelf, and I thought whilst I do it, I would chat you through a bit of a book update and a bit of a what I've been reading, what I plan to read, what I'm adding to my to be read or TBR pile, and show you a bit of an addition to my bookcase as well, because as you'll be able to see, we now have 2 bookshelves. I've basically organised these so that this shelf is all of my like contemporary romance sort of books, because I have quite a few of those, and then this shelf is my fantasy romantasy shelf, of which I also have plenty. Obviously now that I have a Kindle, I'm kind of going to save these shelves for like my trophy books, like the books that I really enjoyed, books that I would read again, books that I would love to kind of loan my family or my friends, and yeah, just have a bit of a collection of my favourite books essentially. So over on this shelf, if I kind of spin you, I feel like I'm kind of giving you a bit of a bookcase tour now, but over on this shelf I've got all of my Elsie Silver books. I have currently read, have I read Powerless? I don't think I have. I think I've just read up to here, and then I've still got these 3 to read, but they are actually on Kindle Unlimited, so I might read them on my Kindle. I haven't quite decided. I've got one of my favourite romance series here. This is the Mile High series. Actually, these are round the wrong way. There we go, that's how they should look. The 4th book is out and I have ordered it and it is on its way, so that will add to the collection, and there's also going to be a 5th book, so I'm looking forward to adding that to the collection. I would say this series is it's definitely like an adult series. I wouldn't recommend it to like the under 18s category if you kind of see what I'm getting at. But all in all, I enjoyed the plot, the character development over the series as well. You feel like you're part of this like family of characters, and it's just really nice. I love the relationships that they all have with each other. It's just, yeah, it's a nice series. I also have my Tessa Bailey series. It Happened One Summer is the 1st book, and I really enjoyed that. I didn't enjoy the 2nd book as much as I enjoyed the 1st. I think from memory I read it on holiday. And yeah, it was fab and I enjoyed it, so that sits there. I've got a few other books here. I've got some kind of random bits down on the bottom shelf. I am so looking forward to reading this. Now that September is pretty much here, it's time to crack out the autumn books, and I'm very excited to read this. I also ordered another kind of autumn themed book from Waterstones a couple of days ago, which I am incredibly excited to read. It's called Rewitched, I think it's called, and the reason I wanted to order it, not just because it's set in October and it's just going to be the most autumnal book ever, but also because Waterstones have got a special edition with sprayed edges and it is stunning, so I can't wait for that. I think it's hardback. Yeah, that's kind of that shelf. I've then got over here, you will have seen most of this to be honest, but I've got my 4th Wing collection, so 4th Wing and Iron Flame. I've got the Cruel Prince over here, which I can't remember if I told you guys about, but I struggled with this. If anyone's read it, I'd love to know what you thought, but I struggled with the writing. I really did. Yeah, I struggled with the female main character. I struggled with the writing. Maybe it's the kind of series where the 1st book is the worst book and then it gets better, but I just think the way that it's written, I think if you don't necessarily get on with an author's writing, then you're probably not going to get on with the rest of the series, which is a shame. Maybe I'll give the 2nd book a go at a later point, but in the meantime, I have other things that I need to read. And then down here, I've got my ACOTAR series, which is just best series of all time, in my opinion. Obsessed with it. My favourite thing ever. I've got my Powerless series right on the end. So I've got the normal Powerless. I've got Powerful, which is like the novella in between the 1st and the 2nd book. And then I've got my Reckless Sprayed Edge edition, which I just completely love. And then right down at the bottom, I've got my Throne of Glass box set, which I'm currently about, I'd say 3/4 of the way through. What on earth is going on down here? there's a label on the bottom of the chair, and this little chipmunk has found it. So, new books, where to even start? I'm just going to go from the top. So, first things first, I ordered these from Books to Door, I think. If I'm going to buy a box set of anything, I tend to look on there first because you can normally get quite a good discount from there. So I thought I would order the first 2 books in the Crescent City series because inevitably I am going to read these, and inevitably I'm going to enjoy the writing, because everything and anything written by Sarah J. Maas is going to be something that I enjoy. They're quite intimidating books. So this is the first one and this is the second one. They are not small. It may be something I decide to read on Kindle, I don't know. It depends if it's included in Kindle Unlimited. Even the font is not very big. Oh my gosh, these are terrifying. These can go, I think I'm going to put them on their side, and they can basically slot down in here and just sit there. You probably can't even see them from there. Anyway, next, I also, if I stick to like fantasy romantasy theme, I also picked up some Stephanie Garber books. So this is one that James kindly got me when we were in Tesco a little while ago, because I just think it is the most beautiful book cover, one of the most beautiful ones I have ever seen. It is stunning, and it is part of a series. However, before I read this, I was highly recommended to read the Caraval series first, just because I think I've read that there's a character in this series which is a character from this series, but like later on. So I'm going to read the Caraval series first. In terms of romance then, I actually found someone not too far away from me selling a big old book bundle on Facebook Marketplace. I don't know why I came across it, I just spotted it and I thought, oh, there's a couple of books in there that I've seen that I'm quite keen to try. So I got all of them. I paid a really, really good price, which is amazing, and I'm just looking forward to trying these. So the first one, which to be honest I probably wouldn't have bought by itself, it just came as part of the set that the lady was selling, but I'm intrigued. I'm going to give it a go. It is called Cross the Line by Simone Soltani, and as you can probably tell, it's like an F1 themed book. So I'm very intrigued by this. It has an absolutely fabulous sprayed edge. Look at this. It's so cool. Yeah, I'm very intrigued by this one. The next book I got is one that recently I have heard quite a lot about, and I'm very intrigued. Elsie Silver has kind of got me into like the cowboy romance. I wouldn't say I'm as obsessed as other people with the whole cowboy romance thing, but I'm slowly getting there. I'm slowly breaking into that sort of niche, if you like, and Jasper clearly is as well, because he wants to eat it. So it's called Done and Dusted by Lila Sage, and this is the cover in case you have seen it online recently. I don't even know what it's about. Older brother's best friend. Oh, it's a brother's best friend trope. Luke spent most of his childhood antagonising her. It's been years since he's seen her, but when she walks into his bar, he can't take his eyes off her. Okay, so this is similar. If anyone's read Wild Love by Elsie Silver, this gives me similar vibes with the whole like brother's best friend who they knew during their childhood, who they kind of like hate, love to hate kind of thing. That is quite similar to Wild Love. I also then have one which has been very, very popular on TikTok, on social media, and it's Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. I've heard that this is definitely not YA. I think Hannah Grace's level of spice is like up here, but I'm very interested in the plot. I think I started reading it a little while ago, and then for whatever reason I just got very distracted, but I'm intrigued to go back to it. It is hockey romance. And then finally we have a couple of books by Grace Riley. I think this is a series, and I'll be honest, I don't know the order. So First Down is first. Okay, so this one's first, and then this one's second, and then there's 2 more in the series that I don't have. So I got First Down by Grace Riley, which is NFL. And then I also got the second one, which is ice hockey. Very intrigued. Might like it, might not like it. We'll see. They can sit down in here, I think. There's a nice there's a nice space for them. Actually, I've done that in completely the wrong order. There we go. I just have this thing. They have to be in the right order for me. I thought I would just give you a bit of a book update, to be honest. It's still kind of very new to me, like the book world, but I am really enjoying being a part of the book world, and I think I'm not one of those people that's read like 100 books by midpoint of the year. I think I've read about 34, 35 books this year. I don't want to go like overboard with the book thing. If maybe you think I should do like a separate book videos, would that be a preference to you, or should I keep intertwining it in my vlogs? I don't know. Let me know what you think. But yeah, I thought I would just come and sit in here with you for the first time really, and just kind of chat you through, yeah, what's been going on, how my bookshelf has doubled. I don't know if I showed you, but this is quite new as well, from a small business from With Love Abigail. I will link it below. It's absolutely stunning, and I thought it would be nice on my bookcase. And yeah, I think that's everything in here that's new, to be honest. I have to show you guys the new toy that I got for Jasper as well. It's a lot bigger than I expected it to be, but I couldn't find a smaller one. It was from HomeSense. It was $4.99. Oh, I've just seen dog toy with extra loud squeaker. What a joy. I'm very excited for that. But Jasper absolutely loves like crinkly things. It just seems to be his favourite. And how could I not get him a pumpkin spice latte, pumpkin spice everything? I absolutely love this. I'm not going to squeeze it just in case any of you have got doggies in the vicinity, but yeah, it's from HomeSense. There were quite a few of them in there, or TK Maxx, and I just thought it was so cute. So I'm going to give it to him, ready for the autumn season. Maybe I'll just give it to him now, to be honest. I think he'll quite enjoy it. Should I give it to him now? Let's go give it to him now. Now Jasper, can you sit? Now this is known as a pumpkin spice latte. It crinkles. It crinkles. Can you sit? Can you sit? And not only are you the colour of my favourite season, you are about to be immersed in a whole world of Mummy's favourite season. And this is a very oh, I've missed a label. This is a very special pumpkin spice latte for you to have. There's a little flake, I'm guessing. There's a little pumpkin. Do you want to try it? Do you want to try it? It crinkles. I also think it squeaks. Hang on. It's got an extra loud squeaker apparently. Can you wait? It sounds like a duck. Ready? Go on then. As if you didn't have enough toys. Every new toy has to be taken into his bed for an inspection. An inspection of toughness, an inspection of scent and crunch and squeak. What have you got? You've got it upside down. Good job it's not a real one.
While I'm slowly heading back to my apartment, I'm not asking for your thoughts. I'm just thinking out loud in the darkness. Ooh, there's no point 'cause we both know. From here there's nowhere to
quite a busy afternoon and quite a busy evening. I've been nice and productive in the house. I sorted out the guest bedroom, changed the covers because we actually had my dad staying here last night. I won't kind of go into the detail, but he had a surgery done in hospital actually last week. So that was why we had Ronnie for a few days. That was why maybe I was like a little bit quieter than normal. It was, yeah, he is absolutely fine, and he is going to make a complete and full recovery, and yeah, no issues whatsoever. But you know, it just plays on your mind a little bit, and I was a bit all over the place. But yeah, that is all sorted now. I changed the sheets in the guest bedroom, I've hoovered, the washing is done, it almost dried outside, but not completely. I've hung that up to dry upstairs, and it's starting to get dark.
The time is 8:07 p.m.
So basically 8 p.m. and it's getting dark now. The A word. Autumn is coming, autumn is here, who knows? I think it's technically the end of September that it's like officially here, but for me, 1st of September is autumn, so that's it, autumn is here. I always like to put my dry shampoo in my hair before bed. I used to do it in the morning to like freshen up my hair, and then I kind of realised that the point of dry shampoo isn't really to freshen it when it's already unfresh, it's like a preventative thing. So then I started doing it at night before bed, and the difference, it makes such a difference. I now put it in before bed rather than when I wake up in the morning. James made a very delicious roast dinner because we just felt like we needed something kind of wholesome. And James's grandparents grow lots and lots of yummy vegetables in their gardens. So we had their carrots, we had their potatoes, we had their beans. It was absolutely fabulous. I am just going to kind of get myself ready for bed and just get myself comfortable, get my hair out my face because it's kind of driving me insane, put my jewellery away, and then we are going to go and sit downstairs and put the TV on and do something that we haven't done in, God, so long. It has been ages and ages and ages since James and I found a really nice TV series to just sit and binge and sit and watch. We've kind of fallen into the habit of like James will put something on the TV and then I will sit and read on the sofa, and there's no issues with that whatsoever. Like, that's what we enjoy, that's how we choose to wind down in the evening, that's how we choose to relax, and I am thoroughly enjoying my reading. But it would be quite nice for the two of us to just find something to sit and watch together and kind of have that time together, because we've kind of felt like we haven't had that as much recently. I think probably since we got Jasper, because our whole lives my throat's going, because our whole lives have all of a sudden become Jasper, Jasper, Jasper. And even in the last like week or so, Jasper seems to have like really calmed down in the evening, and the initial like crazy zoomies that he used to get have kind of calmed down a bit now that he's getting his walks and we're able to just walk him like that tiny bit longer. It's made all the difference. So yes, we are going to find something to watch on TV. What we're going to watch, I have no idea. I feel like you're a bit wonky. I'm very sorry if you're slightly on the tilt. What we're going to watch, I have absolutely no idea. But we usually try and start with BBC iPlayer because that normally has a good crime drama, I think. And then we will go from there. I'm going to put some hand cream on because my hands just feel a bit gross. I think it's from the gardening because I didn't wear any gardening gloves when I was gardening earlier. So I think that's probably what it is. Oh my gosh, this smells amazing, by the way. It's the Katie Loxton Orange Zest and Peach Blossom. It smells... oh, it smells divine. It smells so nice. I'm a big fan of that. And it's a nice hand cream as well. It doesn't leave you feeling like oily. Right, I'm gonna head downstairs. All of my pajamas are drying. All of like my favourite pajamas. So I'm comfy in this, to be honest. It's a nice comfy dress. So yeah, we'll go downstairs and see if we can find something to watch on TV.